And basically the main thing you want to do to get started is to get some rice cooking, but in order to do that, I'm going to season it up a little bit. So I have some olive oil in the bottom of the pan, and then right into that goes the onions and the garlic. So, you know, our barrio rice is one of those things, if you make risotto, you might have it in your cabinet and then it just sits there and you don't know what to do with it. So lately, I've been toying around with some different recipes so that I could use it just as much as I'm using my other rice. I mean, sometimes we get a little nervous. Ooh, you're only supposed to use that for risotto. What do I do? What do I do? But it's rice. It's just a short grain rice. So I'm just going to cook this off maybe just about 30 seconds to a minute to get these, the rawness off the onions and the garlic. Okay, that looks great. So 1 cup of rice, just about now. Anyway, this is a Mother's Day menu, and it is all about my mom. So I am using all her favorite flavors. So one of her favorite flavors is curry powder. So I am putting a 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder in here. And it's funny, in the end, this doesn't really taste like curry powder. In the final dish, it just gives it a beautiful color and a really nice flavor that you can't quite pick out. So 2 teaspoons of salt at this point too. Now remember, we're making this ultimately into a salad where the rice is going to mix with vegetables and so forth. So you need to really give yourself enough seasoning. The reason I add the curry powder in here now is I just like to get a little bit of the raw flavor off of it before I start adding the liquids. And I have 1½ cups of chicken stock here. And just half of it goes in first. I'm kind of splitting the difference between how you would make a risotto and how you'd make regular rice. I guess I'm kind of accelerating the process, but it doesn't suffer at all. It really makes wonderful rice for a salad. And something, if you didn't want to make it as a menu, you could make to go, obviously, like I saw those folks using it on the beach as a to-go picnic lunch. Then the rest of it goes in here. Then I just bring this up to a boil, get the top on, and it cooks for 20 minutes. Then, of course, I'm going to cool it down before I start mixing it into the salad. But I'll just show you what the rest of my salad is. So I have a whole jar of marinated artichoke hearts here. I have to say that I adore marinated artichoke hearts, and I'm doing it like this because I'm actually going to utilize some of that delicious marinade in there. So I'm just going to drain that off for a second. And I have 1 celery that I have just peeled here, and I can see that this is already bubbling away, so I'm going to get the top on, turn it down to low, and then just slice this celery on the bias crosswise. You just picture this being these beautiful pieces popping up in the rice salad. And that green of the celery, and then I have the rice is going to be a beautiful pale yellow. And yeah, when it comes to my mom, I'm thinking about how the food looks too, because that's always how she's been when she's cooked and made menus for me. And then 12 olives. And I just have them with the pimento in here, and the pits have been removed. And 12 or, you know, give or take 12. And then you just thinly slice these. And they have beautiful color also in the salad. So you've got like the crunchy of the celery, and you have the salty of the olive, and then you have that beautiful, beautiful flavor with a little bit of tang from the artichoke. And just to recap here, I have 1 celery stalk that has been sliced. I have some olives that are stuffed with pimentos, and I have a jar of marinated artichokes. Now, in case you're wondering what's in that marinade, it's usually a little bit of olive oil, some oregano, some red pepper flakes. So it's already got some flavor going on, which is why I've reserved it, and I'm going to use it in my salad. So what I do is I usually just start with about a tablespoon and then take it from there and taste and see how it's doing, just because it also adds a nice little bit of liquid. Actually, maybe a little bit more. All right, and then mix it up. This is a little unconventional, but it is such a delicious salad, and it's a great thing for entertaining. And one last little total springy ingredient is 1 cup of baby spinach. And I just put these little leaves in whole like that and let them get mixed up. And it's a nice, beautiful color, but a really nice texture to the salad too. So now I'm just going to give it a quick taste before I move on, just to make sure the seasoning's right. Fabulous. Thanks for watching. Hungry for more? Click here for more great recipes, and to subscribe, click here. Check back every week for more craveable recipes, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. And don't forget, head over to our other channels for Everyday Food with Sarah Carey, Martha Stewart Weddings, and the Martha Stewart Channel.